Sometimes the people we love the most may hurt us the deepest, while strangers can heal our hearts with simple kindness. This story reminds us that love is not proven by words or blood, but by compassion, respect, and standing beside someone when they need us the most. In the end, kindness always leaves a legacy that greed can never destroy. This story is a touching reminder that true family is not always built by blood, but by care, sacrifice, and the warmth we share with one another in our darkest moments. After her husband passed away, Margaret's life changed overnight. Her son Daniel, who once promised to care for her, slowly became cold and distant. But it was his wife, Clara, who made Margaret's days miserable. She complained about feeding her, insulted her for being useless, and finally convinced Daniel to transfer the small family property into their names. One rainy evening, Clara threw Margaret's clothes into the yard. "You have nothing left here," she said cruelly. "Leave." Daniel stood silently beside his wife. He did not stop her. Margaret looked at her son with tearful eyes. She had raised him with love, sacrificed her comfort for his future, and now he could not even speak for her. Without saying a word, she walked away into the dark night, carrying one small bag. But Margaret was wiser than they knew. Years ago, her husband had secretly saved a little money for emergencies, and Margaret had hidden it carefully. With that money, she traveled far away and started again. She bought a tiny piece of land and built a humble cottage beside a small field. Life was hard but peaceful. Next door lived a thin orphan boy named Noah. He survived by doing odd jobs and had no family of his own. One afternoon, he saw Margaret struggling to carry water buckets and rushed to help her. "Let me do that for you, ma'am," he said with a warm smile. From that day on, Noah became part of her life. He repaired her fence, planted seeds, chopped firewood, and sat beside her in the evenings listening to stories about her younger days. Margaret cooked warm meals for him, stitched his torn clothes, and cared for him whenever he fell ill. Slowly, an empty place inside both of them began to heal. Margaret found the son she had lost. Noah found the mother he never had. Years passed. Meanwhile, Daniel and Clara wasted the property they had stolen. They borrowed money carelessly and soon fell deeply into debt. Their friends disappeared, creditors came knocking, and hunger entered their home. One day while searching for work, Daniel arrived at a farm in another village. As he stepped through the gate, he froze. There stood Margaret, healthier and happier than he had ever seen her, smiling beside Noah as they gathered vegetables from the field. "Mother?" Daniel whispered in shock. Margaret looked at him quietly. The next day, Daniel returned with Clara. This time, they acted sweet and respectful. "Mother," Clara said softly, "we missed you so much." Margaret understood immediately. After a few moments, Daniel finally asked, "Can you help us financially? We're struggling." Margaret's eyes filled with sadness. "When I needed kindness," she said gently, "you gave me cruelty. When I needed shelter, you abandoned me. This boy, who owed me nothing, gave me love, respect, and care." Daniel lowered his head in shame. Margaret refused to give them money. Weeks later, Margaret became seriously ill. Noah stayed beside her day and night, feeding her medicine, holding her hand, and praying for her recovery. One quiet morning, Margaret passed away peacefully. When Daniel heard the news, he rushed to the cottage. Not with grief, but with greed. He believed the land and house would now belong to him. The village lawyer gathered everyone and opened Margaret's will. Daniel waited impatiently. The lawyer read aloud, "To my beloved Noah, who cared for me like a true son when I was alone. I leave my house, my land, and everything I own. Blood may make someone family, but love and kindness make someone worthy." Daniel's face turned pale. For the first time in his life, he understood what he had truly lost. Noah stood silently with tears in his eyes, not because he had received property, but because he had lost the only mother he had ever known. From then on, Noah cared for the little farm exactly as Margaret had taught him. In time, he married a kind-hearted woman and built a warm, loving family of his own. Though life was never luxurious, their home was always filled with laughter, respect, and peace. And just as Margaret had once opened her heart to a lonely orphan boy, Noah never allowed anyone in need to leave his door hungry or unloved. True family is not measured by blood, but by love, respect, and care. Those who abandon kindness for greed may gain wealth for a moment, but they eventually lose what matters most. If this story touched your heart, remember to cherish the people who truly stand by you in times of pain and loneliness. Show kindness, respect your parents and elders, and never underestimate the power of compassion, because even a small act of love can change someone's life forever. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Heart and Mind Stories, for more inspiring and heartwarming stories.